Hey guys, this is Hell Hades, another Raid Shadow Legends video. So this is going to be a video mainly about the arena rewards, what I think about Platinum Arena in its first week, and just want to give some people some views on what different chests have come out this week, whether I think they're strong rewards or not, and whether I'm going to push hard again this week to do the same. I did end up in the Platinum Arena. I ended up sort of top 100, but I'll go into that in a bit more detail soon. So I just want to start by saying, look, I've gone up to 2.2k subs. Really happy. Thank you very much, everybody that subscribed. If you watch my videos regularly and you haven't, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. A few people have said to me, "Are you going to start going on Facecam and actually kind of making it a little bit more interactive?" I'm kind of set up that I could do that. I'd be interested to get some comments below whether you think you would prefer that, or actually if you're quite happy just to kind of get the voice over the video. So be interesting to see what you think. I know there's some different styles out there. I know sort of Stu and Kizzle and Brad do a lot of Facecam and Darth as well. There's some others like Salt that don't, but still seem to have quite a good following. So yeah, just interested to know what your thoughts are there. Um, Also, I do have a Discord server out now. If you go into the About section of my channel, you'll see a link. If you're interested in joining us, please come along. Starting to build quite nicely. We've just got general chat about the game and support, that type of thing. I felt I was getting quite a lot of direct mails, direct PMs in Discord. So this channel is actually a really good place to go if you want some support and general chat about the game. So I think that's enough about that. Let's go into the game. So I was just doing some farming for the artifact event. So I guess before we get into the arena stuff, I just wanted to check in on the old Hegemon battle that's going on right now. Not actually checked this today. Where are we up to? So we've got what 15 hours left. I think the last 2 hours this is going to probably go a bit crazy for people wanting to get that number one, number two spot. Well, number one spot basically. So far, somebody has gone up to 100,000 points, and I know that I pulled shards for Soul Dirge, who's now at 30,000 points. When I pulled shards for him, he was at about 22,000 points, and that was 500 ancient shards. So it kind of gives you a sense. There's almost 5 times that. So we're talking, if it was just ancient shards, this guy has pulled something like 2,500 shards. It's just a bit ridiculous, but there you go. Each to their own. If that's what he wants to do, then fair play. Is it worth it? I think not, but maybe it's just a status thing. I don't know. But anyway, all good fun. I'm sure he got some good champions along the way anyway. Um, so I wanted to give my thoughts on Platinum Arena. I think I came in 97th in the end, and obviously it's kind of gone back to 2,900 now, and it'll be kind of kicking off again. We've already got people actually on some pretty high scores, to be fair. That's insane actually, 4,500 already. I think it wasn't until maybe day 5 or so that people start to get to this level of score last week. So that's interesting that people have gone really hard at it right at the start. I don't know what. Maybe it's just some people are now starting to get used to it and just want to have a bit more fun with it. But that feels pretty crazy to me. So my thoughts. I think firstly, let's start with some of the real positive stuff. Good job, Plarium. You've got a competitive leaderboard. People are trying different styles out. It's really fun for the high-end players in the game. They've got something now to do besides just doing a grind, and the grind being I get my clan boss keys, I do some runs on Spider, I do some runs on Dragon, perhaps I get some faction war glyphs, and then I log out of the game. So now we've got something where it's like you have to think about this, and if we go back a week when everyone said this is going to be the Hegemon meta, look at this top 10. Even if we go further down, top 20. This is funny. Top 20. What? There's 3 Hegemons in the top 20, and the team that won last week, even the top 5, I think, were maybe 1 Hegemon in that top 5. So this is not the Hegemon meta. It's evolved from that really quickly. You'll see now everybody is running kind of high team powers. Everybody's running players within their team that have got super high resistance, super high accuracy. People are thinking about their comp. It's not just an all-out speed comp anymore. So whereas I am running this defense here, which is basically a kind of tank defense, high resist defense, I get quite a good win rate on it. It just shows now that the meta's moved on in a real small amount of time, just in a week. So it's fun. I think it also pushes us to look at different gear sets. How do we get the most out of the gear that we've been farming for the last 3-4 months? Um, we've seen people in taunt gear, we've seen people in stun gear, we've seen relentless sets out there, we've seen super high resistance sets. So all of these bits, which perhaps in the early stage of the game everyone was just like, sell these on, you don't need these, all you need is speed, all you need is lifesteal. Actually, no, you need the majority of the gear sets in this game. I'm going to do a separate video on gear this week to try and help people decide what gear you should keep, what gear you should sell. Also, what's been really nice is, I've done a number of videos now on Arena this week, and there's been a load of interest behind it. Even if people aren't playing at that top level, people want to see that level of gameplay. They want to understand what some of the sort of high level teams are doing, because actually there's a chance that you can replicate it with your own champions in your own sort of level of play. And I'll give you an example. This week, I'm going to build a team now that we've had a reset, which is epics only. And I'm thinking to use Umbral as a high resistance champion. I'm thinking to use she's also got a provoke. I'm thinking to use Rock Breaker as a high defense champion, high accuracy. He's going to taunts for me, and then I'm thinking to back that up with Madame Cerise and Skull Crown to start with, and then perhaps think about who else might sort of sub in for those as well. But just want to sort of show people how we can do a similar style, or perhaps a different style, but in a similar way with epics. So again, gives people a chance all the way through the game to adapt their style of play. Now, if I go on to rewards, so I've collated together a bunch of rewards from pretty high-end players. So a number of people in my clan, Gallifrey, have taken screenshots of their chests for me. I've got a couple just off of the general raid forum. So if you can imagine, 300 people got this platinum tier chest. I've got 15 screenshots here, which I'll flick through in a second. So did Plarium get this right, is the question. My honest answer is I think they didn't get it right, but they also didn't completely form like a terrible shocker of a poor decision. So, and I'll try and explain what I mean. So out of 15 chests, as I flick through in a second, you'll see that 12 of those chests got some form of shard. Now, everybody wants to get shards. It's really hard to get them if you're not paying cash for them. Everybody wants a shard. So 12 out of 15 got shards. I wish all the chests had some sort of shard. Please, all the chests have a shard. It's not, if it's blues, fine. But give us a definite shard for a platinum tier chest. That's my point, number one. Second point is 14 out of the 15 chests you're going to see had some form of books. That's good. That's a strong thing. However, too many of them are these crappy rare books that we can't do anything with. Now, if I show you my account quickly, go into my tavern. How do I see my skills? I've got nearly 200 rare books just sitting there for no reason, for a rainy day. Now, it's unacceptable. How long did it take them to put in this potion mixer? Do the same thing, Plarium. Do the same thing with books. It's not. It's like a no-brainer. The no-brainer decision. Let people upgrade their books. 10 books becomes an epic book. That way, what are we going to do with these books? I'm not going to use books on, I don't know, one of these fellas. What, this guy? What's he going to do for my team? Nothing. He will do nothing for my team anymore. Let us do something with these books. As soon as you let us do something with these books, these rewards, you feel like, ah, oh, damn, I got the rare books. But at least they've got a use. At the moment, they've got no use. They're just a waste of space. So, as I say, too many people got rare books, but most people got some form of book. So let's just flick through them. So you'll see out of these chests, there were 3 people that got voids, 5 got sacreds, and 6 got ancients. So you know, it's not terrible. If you're this guy, you're pretty happy. If you're this guy, you're pretty happy because you've seen the sacred in there. Yeah, same again here. This guy, you're like, what did I just waste a week on? 3 rare books and nothing else of worth. There might be bad rolls here. It's just this guy is completely hard done by on this. Decent here, okay here. You'd hope for perhaps a couple more blues if you're going to get blues, and you'd hope that you could do something with these books. This guy, look at that. If you need a reason to quit, he's written here 3 rare books. That's what we got. That's okay. That, you know, you're quite happy with that. 1 epic, 3 ancients. That's bad. That's good. It's probably the best one I've seen. That's okay. A void shard's always nice to get. This is good. This is awful. So yeah, so it gives you a kind of idea of the mix. I like that some have got sacred, some haven't. What I would say is, please give us a shop. Please give us some sort of reward tier chest, or wherever you finish in the arena. So if you're platinum, you get platinum points. If you're gold, you get gold points. At the end of the week, depending on where you finish in the ladder, and this runs right through the whole game, depending on where you finish in the ladder, you get a certain amount of tokens that you can go and spend in a shop. And then if you choose to spend it on rare books, you buy rare books. If you choose to spend it on void shards, you buy void shards. Perhaps there's a limited amount you can buy a week, I don't know, but let us choose our reward based on the number of points we've made. At the moment, there's no point to be first versus 300. Everyone's got the same platinum tier chest. And that platinum tier chest could be good, or it could be, like this guy at the end, a shocker. This guy at the end is literally gone to work crying today. So, they've moved a step forward. We've got something to work on. We've got rewards. I would say the platinum tier chest is the same really as a ultimate clan boss reward. You think you're going to get at least a shard. You think you're going to get potentially a book that's half decent. But every now and again you get a crappy no shard, just a rare book or something. Feels like ultimate clan boss. And the gold tier rewards at the moment feel like brutal clan boss. You know, super rare that you're going to get a shard. You're probably going to get crap items. So Blarium just needs to just take that feedback on board. You know, they're working towards something here, and I don't think it needs to be the finished article today, but it's not like this feedback's not been out in the community for a while. So take it on board, please. It's so simple to fix. It makes my eyes bleed how easy it is to fix. And then all of a sudden you've got a whole community moving towards this instead of just a few hundred players. So I think that is it. One more point I just wanted to bring on actually around the finish time of the arena. And I actually don't know the answer of how to fix this. So I woke up this morning and I was in about 200th place. Clearly it has to have an end time. Basically I woke up and I had about 20 minutes before the arena finished. I easily could have dropped out of the top 300 this morning with everybody pushing hard to get in there just because of my time zone. And I just feel like that's not an acceptable way to not get top rewards because of your time zone. So I'd love to get, if anyone's got some thoughts, some comments on how we can make that work. But it doesn't feel right or fair that certain places in the world just lose out because of where they live, or they have to set some sort of crazy alarm to try and push themselves back up into the top 300. When I left the game last night before I went to bed, I think I was about 34th, 35th, something like that. So I've come back on the game basically 220th. Okay, I didn't drop out the top 300. I probably still would have got a chest. But then within the sort of 20 minutes or so that I had, I pushed myself back up into the top 100. Now, I easily could have also dropped out of the top 300 in that period of time if other people were pushing on. So it just feels like that's not quite right. Yeah, it just feels like we need to have a bit of a change there. So just to finish here, as I said earlier, at the moment I'm on 2.2k subs. I'd like to know if you guys would like to see me on camera if that's something that you prefer. If it's a genuine yes and I manage to get to 5k subs, then we'll make it happen. But I'd like to hear from you guys first. I'm calling it out. 5k subs is a number if we want to go for it. And yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts. I've been Hell Hades. This is my channel Addicted to Gaming. Come back soon.